Live. I call to order this March 14th Planning Commission meeting. Do we have any public comments relating to anything not on this list? No. Okay, move forward. Let's talk about our previous minutes.
Yeah, those we'll have to table. We don't have enough members here to approve.
Understood. Then we will move forward to item number 4, application number 21-08. Discussion and possible action on a request for approval of a final subdivision plat for the 96 resident lots within the R1 PUD for Guthrie Farms, Phase 2, located in the northeast quarter of the Section 16 Township 16 North Range 2, west, located at the southwest corner of Pine Street and University Avenue. Staff, could we get a report?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Most of you are probably familiar with this project. It is the Guthrie Farms over there off of University, or off of Pine and University. It's under a PUD that was approved back in 2021. The preliminary plat was also approved back in 2021. In September of 23 and in October, or actually October of 23, Phase 1 was recommended for approval by the Planning Commission and approved by the City Council. That was for 113 lots on almost 25 acres. That is well underway. In fact, they're already building homes. The improvements and for that have been accepted and whatnot, so they're obviously moving forward. So the current plat in front of you is for Phase 2. It will consist of 96 lots on roughly 15 acres. It will be adjacent to the existing Phase 1. I provided a map in your packet to kind of show you what portion Phase 2 encompasses. Yeah, there's, well, my yellow didn't quite show up as well, but oh, there it is. It didn't fit over, but here's kind of Phase 1, and Phase 2 goes into here in that. And the two accesses already are in existence. They were part of Phase 1, so there won't be any additional accesses or anything at this point for Phase 2. The project the plat was reviewed by the Public Works, the utilities, our engineer, and everybody has signed off or approved the improvement plans as well as the plat itself. So with that, staff would recommend that the Planning Commission approve Guthrie Farms Phase 2 final plat with the condition that the subdivider file a surety bond for 100% of the cost of the improvements. Then the developer will be required to have a 2-year maintenance bond after the acceptance of all improvements. We won't sign the plat, or the mayor won't sign the plat until the surety bond has been put forth. And finally, no certificate of occupancy for any homes will be allowed until all the improvements have been accepted, which are the standard conditions we've had on all of our different subdivisions. So with that, I'll give it back to the Planning Commission. The applicant is here if you have any questions.
At this time, I don't have any questions other than how did Phase 1 go?
Good. They're about the right meeting. They got probably 15 houses started. There was 3 or 4 sold signs already. So
It looks like y'all are having a very efficient
they know how to do it. So.
time over
Yeah.
there. They've really been popping up quick. Do I have any other comments, questions, considerations? Okay. Looks very similar to what we did in Phase 1, if I can tell.
Yep, yeah. I'm not sure, you plan on having 1 or 2 more phases?
2. Probably.
2? Okay, that's what I kind of
Across that
figured.
creek,
Yeah.
On that west side, down Phase 4.
Yeah.
Phase 3 up on that north side.
Okay,
across the creek.
yeah, because I figured you'd be probably around 100
Yeah.
per phase, so, yeah, okay, or so.
Okay. A lot more people living out in that area here in the not too distant future. So
Hopefully.
that is, well, I think it'll happen. Just I think that's a good note for everybody involved with the city. How many more people are going to be living in this area regarding any future decisions that we have to make, and whatever we have coming in our court. So it's good that you guys have followed this process and worked with us and kept us in the loop, and we appreciate the partnership. So.
It's always better that way, isn't it?
Makes things easier for everybody.
And we're all just human, so anytime we can help each other out and see stuff that somebody else might have overlooked, it's always good.
I make a motion to pass.
I'll second that.
And I'm assuming that's what staff conditions?
Yes.
Perfect. Kaylee Mills,
Yes.
Brent Linford,
Yes?
and Aaron Rooney.
Yes.
All right, 3-0. Thank you much.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Brett.
All right, well, moving on to our next agenda item. Actually, I'm gonna read off of the front. Application number 24-01. Discussion and possible action on a request for a special use permit to allow a 10-by-16 storage shed in the side yard of an existing home for a property located at 5407 Ellie Mae Drive? Am I saying that correct? Staff, could I get a report?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We've had a couple of these requests. Per the current code, any accessory structure that is located on the side or front, basically anywhere forward of the rear wall of the home, requires a special use permit. As indicated, the applicant is requesting a 160 square foot shed in the side yard. On the property on the side yard, there's already an area that they have. There's the site plan that shows that it'll be on the east side of the house there, kind of in the driveway area right there. You'll see where kind of the trailer is and that. All the other elements of the code have been met in terms of size. It doesn't exceed 50% of the livable area, the height, lot coverage, all of that is well within the code requirements. So the only consideration really is, again, the location. There are other accessory structures in that area that are in the side yard. A lot of them are legal non-conforming. This current code went in about three or 4 years ago. It is an area that does allow for metal accessory structures, but as you saw from the pictures and that, they're not looking to have a metal. It'll be more of it'll be a wood-sided accessory structure. And the other thing, and it's in one of the conditions, they do already have 2 accessory structures. The code only allows 2. So when they put this in, the other one will go away. A lot of the reason, and you saw my justification in there, that they're putting it on the side is the property slopes dramatically as it goes to the rear. And the current shed they don't even use because when it rains, it basically floods. So that's why they're looking to move it up to higher ground in that, and then the one shed will go away. With one of my conditions, I had put in there a 30-day period after they get the final for the current one for the second one to go. So with that, staff would recommend approval of the accessory shed in the side yard with the condition that the shed is limited to 160 square feet in size. It must be located as shown on the site plan. One of the existing sheds must be removed within 30 days after the new shed receives final inspection approval by the city. And finally, a building permit is required and must be obtained prior to placing the shed on the property. So with that, I'll give it back to the commission. And as you can see, the applicant is here if you have any questions.
I believe this said that you had sent out letters. Did you get any response on those?
No, I did not. I did not get any phone calls, no written, no email, nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I think you mentioned it, we've got a lot of existing non-compliance. This sort of stuff is kind of all over. So
Yeah.
it's setting a good example for other people to go through the proper channels, so I appreciate you coming in. My only question,
Is this gonna be pre-manufactured, or is it gonna be built on
Yes.
site?
It is pre-manufactured, so the picture
No.
that they
Can you
showed.
step up to the,
Oh,
yeah, thank you.
Sorry. Yeah, so the picture that came up, that picture right there, that's the actual shed. So I put a deposit down, had it built plenty before this, under the knowledge that the builder would refund my deposit if this wasn't approved. So I'm not out anything, I wanted to go ahead and have it ready, just in case. So that is actually the building that will be on site. right
Okay.
there. So they bring it on skids and then set it, and then they anchor it deep into the ground. I don't know how many feet into the ground, but whatever the code requires, they anchor to meet wind ratings. So
Do you have to have a pad under that?
No,
Okay.
no, they place, blocks, cinder blocks, or the paver blocks, level everything and place those every so many feet underneath the pads.
Okay.
Yeah, because as Noah said, the key is, the code requires that any structure has to meet 115 mile an hour wind rating. So they'll have the anchoring system basically that will meet that. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a solid concrete pad. It just has to have the anchoring system and that in there to, again, ensure that in a wind event, it stays put.
We get those.
Yes.
And there will also, there's no electricity, no electrical run to it, it's purely storage. These truss attics in these houses don't allow any room for storage of any kind, and what's up there is a nightmare to get in and out, so that's why we've gone this route, so.
Will you still have access to the back of the property? You know, if you, heaven forbid, plumbing incident or something, you gotta get a track hoe? So it looks like.
Yes, yes, if you see, if that picture comes back up with the driveway there, yes.
Okay, you'll be able
In
to do
between the
that.
basketball goal and the house is where the gate is.
Oh, it's going here.
Basically, the house, the shed is gonna be about where that trailer is.
Exactly, facing north-south, the shed will.
Yeah.
The gate access is actually on the pavement there into the
Yeah.
back, so it won't obstruct,
Oh, that'd be nice.
yeah. yeah.
Okay.
And
Congratulations.
again, yeah, the lot, the Kaylee was over there and saw our backyard, it takes a very dramatic,
Yeah.
as that whole neighborhood feeds one of the fingers into Lake Guthrie, so it's
Yeah, and
a
landscape.
flood, yeah, oh, it's a nightmare to do anything in your backyard in that whole neighborhood, so, yeah,
Someday.
yeah.
I make a motion to approve?
I'll second.
Again, with staff conditions?
Yes.
Okay, thank you,
Sorry.
ma'am. No, that's okay. Brent Linford,
Yes?
Kaylee Mills,
Yes.
and Aaron Rooney.
Yes.
Perfect, 3-0.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Congratulations. All right, that completes our applications for today. Do we have any additional staff comments?
None, thank you.
Commissioner comments?
Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, with that, we're adjourned.